Versus push system. Okay? The push approach or the mass production approach is a very, very traditional approach to manufacturing. So basically, under the push system, goods are produced and handed off to the downstream process. Assuming you've got 3 stages of production, A, B, and C. Under the push system, every station will try to produce as much as possible, yeah, and then push it to the next stage. In this case, we build out as much inventory as possible, yeah. Because under the push system, under the traditional approach, you can see here, there's only one way. The material flow A, B, and C that we get, no feedback, and so on, yeah. Maybe machine C break down or whatever, nobody cares. They just produce as much as possible, keep it to the inventory. That is a push system. If you produce as much as you can, push to the next stage, yeah. Then comes the JIT approach or the pull system, which is very different. In this case, you still have the 3 stages of operation, A, B, and C, but the production are driven by demand. This means by the customer. Yeah? So for stage A, the customer is in stage B, and the stage B, the customer is stage C. Yeah? In this pull JIT approach, you can see that there is not just the material flow, there is also information flow. From the right to left, yeah. Material is from the left to right. There is also material flow, information flow. Yeah. It's a coordinated production system because customer will decide the case. Customer say, oh, I need more material and more parts, and then stage B only will produce the product because there is a feedback loop there, information flow. So the push system, there is no information flow. Every stage just want to produce as much as possible. Yeah. So this is the key differences between the pull and the push system. Yeah. Or JIT. Yeah. People call it JIT or the push system. Yeah. So what it is, JIT or the push system is a management philosophy. It's a philosophy. Yeah. This means a pull approach to pull out the whole plant. This means you only produce the product according to the pace of the customer, not according to your own pace. Yeah. And what it does under the JIT system or the push system is you want to attack waste. Mean you want to lower down the inventory level so that all this problem can be exposed. Yeah? Expose problems and bottleneck and achieve streamline production. Remember, increase the great flow. The 5 main principle of JIT: reduce waste, identify value, create flow, and the pull of the customer through continuous improvement. Yeah. And JIT or the pull system cannot just happen like that. You cannot just go to the factory and say, okay, I want to introduce just in time or pull system, and then tomorrow you have the pull system. No, it's not like that. Yeah. It needs a lot of things. It requires employee participation. This is number 1. This is why I took here number 1. Very, very important. Everything is about employee participation. I'll give you one example of the project I'm working on with the company. This company, they want to reduce costs. So they hire employees on contract basis. Yeah, they pay them by hourly base. All the workers, majority of them, I think 80 or 85% are from Eastern Europe. No contract, hourly basis, day by day. So if you don't like this guy, firing this guy, next day get a new one and so on. Okay. So you can understand that there is no loyalty, no long-term contract and so on. And the company want to introduce just in time. Okay. For just in time to happen, the Japanese company usually they have employee loyalties. People work for the company for 10 years, 20 years, and you can see their career prospect in the companies. Okay? For this company I work with, those temporary workers, they don't care. Yeah? The company's management also don't care about them. What they want is their cheap labors. That's what they want. But now they want to introduce just in time. They want the employee to give suggestions to the company how to improve productivity, how to improve quality and so on. Yeah. So that is the biggest problem now I face to introduce JIT in this company. Because how I'm going to motivate this kind of temporary workers to commit themselves to help the company to progress while they see there is no prospect for them in the company, no career opportunity for them. Because they are paid by hourly basis. Yeah. So whether they work or don't work, as long as they stay at the company for 2 hours, they get paid for 2 hours. You understand what I mean? Yeah, things like that. So how are we going to make this happen? So we need to think about some way to motivate the employees. But the point I want to make here is employee participation is very, very important. Yeah, if you want to get this JIT happen. And also I have some industrial engineering knowledge. For example, the economics, layout, and so on. You cannot just simply put the Kanban system or the JIT system in place to work. You need to understand the economics. You must always aim for continuous improvement. Maybe the first time you cannot get it right, but don't worry, keep improving, analyze it and improve it. Continuous improvement. Yeah. And you need to have other tools in place, like quality control, SDC tools in place as well, so that you can produce the right quality. Yeah. But the quality product doesn't happen just like that. You need to have a proper system in place as well. Yeah. And you need to produce a small lot sizes in one piece flow. Yeah. You will see more of this in the game later on. How we reduce the lot size, we can increase the output. Yeah. Reduce the lead time and so on. Yeah. Sounds very simple, right? And what you need for JIT to happen is a stable environment. Yeah. Not stable market. Market can be fluctuated from up and down. Yeah, customer demand is up and down. But the production environment, the manufacturing environment must be stable. Yeah? This means you need to apply a number of other tools which you're going to look at later on, like production leveling, one piece flow, to make the production environment stable. Yeah? Market demand can be up and down, don't worry, but you need to plan in such a way that the production environment is stable. Yeah? So machines can always be utilized and so on. Look about supermarket in America. Oh, if I go to America, first thing first, I want to visit supermarket. Something like that. Yeah. So, but IHG all know it's not like you and me. He is a person who's been trained as an industrial engineer and have a lot of knowledge about production. So wherever he goes to America, he put his lean lenses on. At that time they call it lean, they call it production lean lenses on. Then he goes to supermarket. You and me will see only milk, yogurt, chicken and so on. Very happy to buy and go home. But he goes to supermarket, he see different things. He see how the production being triggered, how the product being replenished and so on. Yeah? You see, he goes to supermarket. We do go to supermarket every day. You only go to supermarket when you want, right? You don't go to supermarket buy the toilet paper every day. Right? You only need it maybe once every year. And then depends on the season. So you go there. You buy what you want when you want. Nobody will know how many you want to buy. Right? And so on. You see? So he will say, wow, if we can implement this system in the production shop floor, that will be very good. Right? Because in the supermarket, you only stock certain items with certain buffer. You don't stock 1,000 of the thing in there. Right? There is shelf space there. As long as it's full, you stock. Right? You say, if I can use this system in the production shop floor, it's very, very good. Because the customer can take whatever they want, whatever part, component they want from the supermarket, and then that will trigger production on the downstream, and so on. In this case, I can have minimum stock, minimum buffer, reduce the inventory, improve my quality, and reduce cost. Yeah? So this is how you look at this thing inside. This thing, the light bulb, ding! You say, I'm going to go back to Japan, introduce this in the Toyota production system. It's not called supermarket, but I don't know, but I believe this is a kind of evolution from the grocery store over a long period of time. I think it's more like step by step evolution. It's nothing to walk. Sorry? Yes?
I'm sorry to take the class a bit back. It's just that.
Yeah. If you go to the supermarket, you don't see any move guide in there because everything you can purchase in the supermarket anyway, so everything can be moved. So you can remove away the card. No sense to have that, but you have the barcode in there. So customers take whatever they want, they go to checkout. And at checkout, the item will be scanned, right? So this information will then be there to the material handler, who then will be there to the suppliers. Okay? You say, okay, 4 items has been sold, A, B, C, D. So the material handler got the information. You need to take this A, B, C, D and replenish it at the supermarket. At the same time, you send the information to the factory or the supplier to produce A, B, C, D to send it back to the warehouse. So that is the logic of this supermarket system. For any companies, they will say, okay, there are so many benefits with the full production JIT system. We're going into that. Yeah. But before you do that, you need to ask for this question. Because to achieve just-in-time or full system, you need to have this in place. Continuous or somewhat stable product demand. Yeah, this doesn't mean must always stay in similar demand every time, but quite stable. Like for example, Toyota, they know that the demand for Toyota car every year maybe increase by 2% or 1%, but they can know the stable forecast. Yeah. Uniform or production plan or schedules. This means have a production leveling in place before you talk about GIT. Yeah. You need to have short setup times. You need to have an SMED tools in place. We're going to cover SMED in the subsequent lecture. Limited product varieties. This doesn't mean you only got one or two, but you can have 100 of them. But you have to identify the product family, platform that allows you to introduce different varieties, but using the same platform. I'm doing that. You need to have a continuous flow or few interruptions for equipment quality and other problems. This means you must have all other basic operation characteristics in place before you talk about this GIT system. So basically, these are the things that you need to have before you talk about GIT. So, yeah. So, if you have any questions about